So what is charcoal? Charcoal is produced by cooking wood in a low oxygen environment. By controlling and severely reducing the supply of oxygen available to wood at high temperatures, chemicals such as water, methane, hydrogen and tar are driven off without allowing the wood to burn. Once these chemicals have been driven off, what is left is mostly pure carbon.
But yeah, so that's the way they're doing it, and you can do that again.
My name is John Andrews, and I am a Developing Green Talent trainee with the Berkshire, Buckinghamshire and Oxfordshire Wildlife Trust.
Now, which is something I'm just going to try and make little version of this for demonstration purposes, is called.
While charcoal is typically produced in large ring kilns, the same principles can be applied to smaller scale production using an oil drum, allowing work to be conducted on site.
Cut an opening off the top, and what that means is that you can kind of move the lids around and control.
It is important to ensure that the oil drum has been thoroughly cleaned before any use. You must ensure that no residue or vapour remains inside before it is cut or comes close to any source of ignition. To produce charcoal, select a clear, level area of ground and arrange 4 sticks at the cardinal points of the compass on which the barrel will later be placed to allow airflow from the base of the barrel. Now a roaring fire is lit inside the barrel, sufficient to generate a reasonable amount of hot coals. It is often easier to do this with the barrel on its side, or lighting from a separate fire source. Once a solid base to the fire is established, the barrel is stood upright on the sticks, with the large opening at the top. Great care and flame retardant gloves are used to handle the hot barrel.
Shake it so that's nice and central.
Pieces of seasoned wood, approximately 4 to 5 centimetres in diameter, or wrist size, are now packed horizontally in the barrel up to the top opening, but not beyond it.
As I say, there are just so many variables. I'd ideally have packed this a lot tighter, but
Use one of the lid sections to part cover the top opening.
and turning that around that.
You should then cover 3/4 of the gaps around the bottom of the drum once sufficient heat is built up. You can do this with soil, and this will restrict the airflow and allow the wood to get heated without burning away too quickly. It is important to monitor the colour of the smoke emanating from the barrel. Initially, it will be white and billowy, indicating that lots of water is being released in the process. After approximately 2 hours, this smoke should turn blue or more transparent. This indicates that the majority of the water has been driven off and that the drum is ready to be sealed. This is done by placing the 2 sections of the barrel lid over the top of the opening and pouring more sieved earth on top, sealing the barrel completely and allowing residual heat in the drum to continue baking the wood. It is important to ensure that before this is done, the wood is fully caught, otherwise you will result in lots of brown ends or unburnt sections of wood. It is vital that once sealed, the kiln is not opened until it is completely cool and all embers are extinguished.
Oh, it's good news, it's worked.
Looking at what has been produced from this particular burn, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Some have turned to charcoal and completely charred the whole way through, but there are many brown ends where the process has begun but is not complete. This indicates to me that I shut the kiln down too early without allowing all of the wood to reach sufficient temperature and drive off the majority of those volatiles.
So the idea of this is hopefully you guys, over the next couple of years, will have the opportunity to...
It is hoped that in the future, charcoal making will be tied in with the rest of the work party's duties, allowing them to produce charcoal from what would otherwise be waste brash material.